Hey everyone! In this video, I'm doing a fun little acrylic portrait on this 5x5" wooden panel board. And this little thing is so small, I had to use my phone stand as an easel. So, I've been painting a lot with acrylic lately, because I find it to be a lot less stressful than my other mediums right now anyway. I really like all mediums, as you guys know if you've been watching my channel for a while. But lately, part of de-stressing with art has been a dive into acrylics. Mostly because they're very satisfying and rewarding, because you don't have to worry too much about making a lot of mistakes, and it's just a very slow building process. And I've been under a little bit of stress lately, so I've been having this little conundrum about having art as a de-stressor when some of the aspects of doing art is a little bit stressful, especially if you're trying to film a video or get a project done. And lately I've just been trying to use it more to de-stress than anything else, so acrylic has been a really nice medium for that. And I have never painted on wood before. Not portrait art anyway. Obviously with craft paint, as a kid you paint on wood all the time with things, doing little projects and things. But yeah, I've got these little wood panel boards, and I thought they'd be good to practice on for doing larger acrylic paintings on wood panels. And they are gessoed. I have a couple that I gessoed in black, some in clear acrylic and some in white. And I believe this one was the clear acrylic, even though it does lighten it up just a little bit, but it's natural wood tone. So I thought that'd make a really good undertone for a portrait. And I stuck with some basic colors, your equivalents to yellow ochre, crimson, white, black, cobalt, and a couple browns, burnt umber and burnt sienna. So that way I could get an idea of what it'd be like to use my higher end paints with the equivalent, colors. So this little panel is very textured, and because it's not on paper, mixing it with water to thin it down kind of made it, slightly strange, because it wasn't absorbing like it would if it was on paper. But all I did with that was just used it as some longer blending time. And although it got a little patchy and it settled into some of the texture and the crevices, again, the beauty of acrylic is you just wait for it to dry, which only takes literally a minute, and then you just go back over it. And one of the things that I've been lacking, at least in my opinion, in my art, is lots of layers and textures. One, due to the fact that I don't have a lot of patience and I don't like to wait for things to dry, especially in watercolor, or even gouache, even though gouache dries pretty quick. But with acrylic you can, mess up a bunch of times, and the more times you go over it, those additional layers just lend to the end result as far as it having more depth. So as you can probably notice, I've misplaced things quite a few times in this painting. And then near the end, it just comes together. It's just the nature of acrylic. So I highly recommend it if you've never used it before. Although acrylic's one of those mediums that it's like if you don't use many different types of art supplies, mostly acrylic's like the default. And I think it was probably one of the first things I used when I was in art school, or I'm sorry, not art school, college art classes. And as a kid, just painting with craft paint. So it doesn't require a whole lot except water and same supplies you would use if you were doing watercolor. Some people use emulsifiers emulsions, I think that's what they're called. Mediums that you mix with the acrylic to make it dry either slow or shiny, or similar to what you would find with oil paints, just the different things you would mix with it to create different results or textures. But I just use water, and I'm thinking about possibly varnishing this with some just basic satin varnish. I do kind of like the matte look, but it's all an experiment, and I'm just trying to see how all these things work together. So when I do decide to do something larger, I'll have a better idea of how all of these things combine. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and enjoying your evening and weekend coming up. If you probably have some plans, the weather's been much nicer lately, at least from what we're used to here in Portland, Oregon. Hasn't been as rainy as your typical April, May, springtime in Portland here. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and leave me a comment and let me know if you guys enjoy acrylic, if you like it, if you enjoy watching me use acrylic, or if you want me to go back to my other things. I rotate, Right now it's acrylic, even though I haven't done that before except for markers on my channel, but hoping to get back to some oil pastels soon, and watercolor. I've got a couple of different new papers that I would like to give a shot at, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you want me to do, if you have any requests, or if you want me to do any tutorials or something like that, I'd like to know what you guys want to see. Okay, enjoy the rest of the painting, and catch you in the next video.